Sunday, everybody. Welcome back to the Kentucky Fair Exposition Center, Day 3, Championship Sunday, here at Bluegrass, on Port 173, somewhere closer to Floyd County in downtown Memphis. We just have a wonderful conversation with Crown Prince in exile. Ron, who's also in exile. The difference being he has hopes of returning. We are done. But hey, it still matters at hand. We are in the semifinal of this particular competition. Possibility to get 3 contests in today in order to survive and advance up first. Memphis Volleyball Academy. Or possibly Greece. But since we only played the Canadian national anthem and the U.S. national anthem, we did not play the Greece national anthem. It's Western Texas. Does anybody win a shag ball? Anyone? Anyone? I like the unis for the easy spot. Kind of almost reminds me of the battle. Quite awesome. Not that we can actually see the flag or the exile. And again, we show about the same degree of intensity shagging as we did in defense at times. That's a little story for another time. Of balls aimed at the camera has subsided. That can only mean one thing. It's nearly game time. Big. Number 99. What number were you? What happened there? We seem to have dropped our stream momentarily. We are back live against Memphis Volleyball Academy. I'm not sure how much of this got out, so this might be repeating itself, but we are in the contenders bracket. Narrowly lost being in the top 2 yesterday. Just missing that second spot on point differential and or set differential. We did end up playing larger margin. Not sure what happened there. No second contact came. I actually wasn't tracking, so dang it. Anyway, that'll make it a pair of ones. Far side. Court 101. Was noting that we were able to get a word in edgewise with the exiled Crown Prince of Iran. One thing we had in common was exile. Taylor and Brooke both back in action. They've been both out with an ankle strain. I think Brooke only missed the one MEPL stop as well as the second half of Triple Crown, which is one of the better tournaments on the season. Taylor out for a bit longer. But good to have both of those guys back in action. Can't wait to have Kaylee back in the court, which I don't think we have exact timing on that yet, but late April, early May, so should be lots of good things kind of under development here. So while the finish may not end up being what we were hoping for, I think there's a lot of from the Oppo pin. We just got underway, as you surmised.
Back with the kids back here.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, somebody just pointed out the land of the youngins. We're walking past the 10 and 11-year-olds, I think. Macy back to serve it. He's got a slow internet warning. I'm shocked and stunned. Swing there into the deep mid. It's out of 4. Not sure what happened there. They got the free ball over. Opportunity, but maybe. And a lift called on Memphis. Not to be confused with walking in Memphis with a mark punishment. Brooke back to serve. Helpful. 6-4. Dropping into Shorty. Nice job for Memphis with the wipe up. Looked like it might have caught the line from my angle, but I am far away and potentially biased. In is the call. AB back to serve. 8-5 lead for KIVA. So service pressure and the block. Nice swing there. Madlin heating up. The Wonder Twins putting their stamp on this match. And a timeout on the floor. Ahoy. Huh?
Some more pants, huh?
It was chillier today, I was afraid to. All right, AB back to serve. Block back. Recycle. 11-5. Like I was saying earlier, some really good blocking and hitting and defending, and for the most part, good serving. There's a service error there just to try to spite me, or maybe I jinxed her, one way or the other. And some rock solid defense and serve receive for the most part. We did have a few runs that were shaky, but net violation call. I thought there might be a lift, but nope. Watchoskan. Heck, I don't know what she signaled. First she signaled a net, then she signaled 4 contacts. And anywho, point Memphis. They fail to menace on taking advantage there, so that's a solid serve receive and defense in the back row. As well as good defensive contributions from some of our hitters that are meandering the back lines. Look, trust in me. Well, I wanted to play it badly, I think. It was, in fact, 18 feet out of bounds. Julia, back to serve. I do want to say this. She was really standing straight up and basically on the back line. I'm not sure that was the decently. 14-9. Nice job on this behind the head throw down. I like it. Ramsey checks in. Ramsey's done a brilliant of them. Although at times there have been some understood about our serve receive prowess too. Great recruiting opportunity weekend for the girls. Tons of quick. There's a nice up Bella. Overpass though is thrown back down. And Memphis on a run. They've trimmed the lead to 2 at 12. Nothing takes the pep out of the step quite like an AB line missile. That's what we're talking about. Wasn't line, but wondering why it's so cuddly cozy here, and it's because we don't have a back end zone full of chairs. We've got a net separator in the internment camp in exile, and space is, I guess, at a premium. Nice one-handed dig by Macy. That's into the net, though, and unplayable. I liked it nonetheless. We got a ball on, so we're going to erase that perfect pass. Never, ever happened. Kind of like the first few games of the UK basketball season. AD hammering off the block. I'll let the glazing continue. She is heavy. Hammering, especially from the oppo pin. There she does. The both off the block, and KIVA clinging to a 2-point lead. They were out by a bit more before Memphis went on a bit of a run and trimmed it. Bella back to serve. That's blocked back, Julia. On the slide, Julia. Wrapping up another point. Nice swing there. We got a 45-minute wait, but
10, 12.
and then this is a bit of an unsettling get into crunch time. Almost look like, again, he's hitting that on the way down. Sometimes it does not work out as well. 21-19 though, 2-point. Touch point, KIVA noted that. The line judge, well, I thought the line judge just signaled touch. Out on a limb and say that did not go to plan. Blocked back, Madeline, nice cover, but that takes over. Hey, setting skills. That's thundered back though. Should go with the back. Maddie in tools the block. All right, Brooke puts that into play. I think we're gonna have a one-handed when we touched it. 22-24. Nice pass. Oh, good swing. Good. Skulls that one into the bench, and Melissa says, timeout. I don't think she gets the timeout in though. 23-24, we're playing on. And now we're stopping, so before play was initiated, which is, on them, but what can you do? Hey, what's going on? Oh, no, you're good. Macy, nice back row as Memphis serving for the set, and this time we're going to use that second timeout. I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but one of the troubling spots this weekend is the inability to close out and protect leads. They're serving for the set. KIVA trying to pull under control, as we've had have a couple times down. Maybe an issue is this, and we cannot. Opportunity, nice double block up, but apparently didn't penetrate well. We had a commanding lead, and out these get of frustration for some. All right, let's play 3. This is win or go home time, so nobody wants to go home just yet. I mean, and one in extra frame to the game. Rush has, or rather, we've got the sensational sophomores. We've got the sensational sophomores. But can't quite corral it. I was going to talk about the sensational sophomore. Can't quite corral it. I was going to talk about the sensational sophomore. Led the Rockets in hitting part of the firepower that built some part of the firepower that built some high expectations for this team that we are showing promise of realizing. All right, there's a misfire. Helpful. We're tied at 2. All right, we need to take advantage of their errors and clean up some of our own mistakes. We did play a little bit less clean than would probably be ideal in that one. Bella, nice up. Out to Taylor. She tools the block for the point. Taylor's first action since a January ankle sprain. I can't remember specifically what tournament that was in, but she was out for a bit. The one MEPL stop as well as the second half of Triple Crown. So nice job, Riley. Done. The lid from Memphis broke late, and I guess that was anyway. AB, nice block, back down the line. (6-2) lead, Renzi. Look for a deep one to 4. Short one to 4, sorry. Nice block. Taylor making an impact. There's the score at a 7-2 lead for KIVA. All right, still lead to 2. We're going after the setter again. Now, Melissa, we're going to stay on 2, so we're going to go to that short left corner. Taylor off the block. Pancake. Oh, it's still breakfast hour. No, they say. That looked good from here. But down, says the R1. She's going to wave over the line judge, who I don't think had a great view of it from behind, but nonetheless, the call is the ball was down. Say probably 70%, if not more, pancakes actually do touch the floor, but it's such a fun play. I like to see it not called. That serve is Brooke using the Jedi mind trick to get him to serve the ball right to him. Oh, a little bit of a miscommunication there as Brooke saw Bella coming over and maybe held up off that. I'm not sure we would have gotten a clean play on it or not, but lowers the boom. Taylor serve with a 5-point lead, 9-4. If you just joined us, we lost the opening set. Snatched defeat from jaws of victory once more. Boom, there's a nice swing. Splits the block and down with pace into the deep mid. We've learned one thing this weekend is that no lead is safe. Taylor, nice pass. AB, boom, down the line. That's blocked back, though. I don't know if it caught AB on the way out or was down. Anyway, point Memphis. Riley blocks that back. The recycle is a free ball opportunity here. Out to Mad Dog. That is long. Point Memphis. And they're back within 2 at 7-9. Julia checks in. 10-7 lead. Brooke back to serve it. There's a rocket that just shot through here and luckily didn't take out the camera van. attacker from Memphis may have chosen poorly there, had angle and was bang down. Brooke, nice up. That one's defense translating into offense. Brooke back to serve it. Bang down. Cuatros contactos is the call, and I would beg to differ, but we'll take the point, I guess. 13-7. All right, we're out of the timeout. Consolation bracket quarterfinal action, set 2. KIVA trails 1-0. There's an ace. No, kept alive. Although, I think that was outside cover to talk about it. I think the discussion about whether or not that was a legal play. I'm not sure what the actual call was. Contact was made with a foot off the playing surface or not. It seemed to be the tip hooray. 8-14. Nice pass. Oh, boom. Julia drops the hammer and takes that off the dome with a defender. Almost wish I had a replay up, because I'm not sure where the block was there. 15-8. I don't think that ever went, though, and that'll make it 16-8. Goes aggressively towards that sideline and misses long. The ball that brought her a little further off the net than she probably feels was ideal. Still able to make a nice set into the middle. Julia with a nice swing as that was coming over her shoulder, so well done, girl. 17-9. Lacey's still kicking it. Make that Bella's still kicking it. Nice dig. Out to Taylor. Avoids the block, finds the floor. Actually did not avoid the block, possibly. Might have been off the block. In any case, point KIVA. They lead by 9 at 18-9. Taylor gets a piece of that. Look with the platform set out to Tay. And Taylor shoots that into the short corner. Nicely done. Like a little beach court vision. Bella drops into Shorty. Not sure what the call was there. Ball drifted over. Julia played it, pushed it into the net, and then had another hit on it. All of which should have been fine. I didn't see the net call. Oh, the setter dump attempt is rejected summarily. 11-19. The oppo pin. Bella watches that drift out. Point KIVA. They lead 19-11. Yes. Julia back to serve, which reaffirms that she was front row. Well, I love it, but you'll find people care. I think we had a replay going. Looked like we stopped action before the serve, or maybe not. The ball being kicked over to the Memphis side. Maybe they're saying some kind of violation. No, looks like not. Looks like Julia's going. But we're getting the communication sorted out. We're really having a chat with the R1. Score was late in flipping on that last point. It is now correct at 20-11, and Julia is back to serve it. So order seems to have been restored one way or the other. Overpass opportunity for KIVA. On the slide, Riley bangs it down the line. Nicely done. Block and recycle. Looks like the setter tried to tip that over, but failed to meet the minimum height. There, but Lacey's got the up. And a point for Memphis. They now trail by 10 at 12-22. (23-12) now as AB checks in. And Ramsey comes in for Lily, and she'll go back to serve. All right, we're going to go deep to the serving spot. Back left. Free ball. Sound the feasting horn. That'll bring up set. No lead is in fact safe at 24-12. It feels convincingly like we may be playing 3 here. Ramsey drops in the shorty. Couldn't get a handle on it. Still a Googleplex of set points for KIVA as they'll receive serve at 13-24. Into the middle. We're still trying to check in, but no, we have won the set, so no need to do that. We'll play 3, you know the drill. Shorty to 15. This fast start is greatly encouraged. All right, we're back. A team so nice, we're going to play them thrice. KIVA with a come-from-ahead loss in set 1. Made a statement with a big win in set 2. Set 3 coming up. Winner moves on. Loser refs. It's the ultimate indignation on Championship Sunday. And we're underway. Ramsey gets a stroke out to AB off the block. Bella with a nice dig. Into the middle, Riley. That's wide, but a touch requested, but not granted. I didn't see it if it was there. Memphis with the early lead at 1-0. Nice up by the lib on the setter dump. Opportunity though on the free ball. I got the AB. Boom, she tools it. AB was definitely beat the block to the punch. We are tied at 1. Taylor, nice up. Brooke with the second contact and ladled over by Macy. It worked. Or words to that effect. Anyway, back connection, 2-1. And we like it. 3-1. Macy on the spot with a nice cover. Tipped over, should be an opportunity here. Although, it's like Ramsey was hit by a sniper. 2-3, we are in the third set, so it's a race to 15. Brooke, nice step in pass. Out to Mace, boom, down the line, avoids the block and finds the floor. 4-2, Kiva ahead by 2. Julia checks in, Brooke back to serve. Nice swing off the block and down the line. Lily and Lacey checking in. Lacey back. That one fails to meet the minimum height requirements. Point Memphis. Bella up to check in, but she was nearly slide tackled. Macy back to serve. Nice swing down the line for Memphis. That'll make it 5-6. Macy checks out. Remember, watch next weekend. Macy and Brooke will reach the beach. They'll be in Pompano at the P1440 Futures event. U8 on the Bombers Sports Networks. Brunette Bombers just doesn't have the same ring. I have to get with the marketing department. All right, Memphis back to serve. They trail by 1 at 5-6. There's a pass. Lily on the run. Out to Taylor. Nice swing, but a little long. We're tied at 6. It's a race to 9. Our very tournament life hangs in the balance. Winner refs. No, winner moves on, rather. Loser refs. Who wants to ref? 7 turn 6. Lily back to serve it. Good for a 2-point lead, 8-6. Taylor. Make that Julia from the service line. Practically twins. Nice swing. Memphis refusing to go quietly into that good night. Taylor off the block. 9-7. By the lid, but misconnection at 10-7. Working the shorty. Poke it over, free ball opportunity. Nice. Taylor with the roll shot. Another free ball opportunity. Taylor reloads. Boom! And a timeout for Memphis. As Taylor with a punishing hit there.
KIVA up 11. Helpful. Good for. That's the block. Bella, nice pass. Nice weekend. Bring up match point and a handful. Ramsey still serving. Drops in to Shorty. Trouble brewing. On the joust, I staying alive here in the contenders bracket.